Welcome to What Was She Thinking, the podcast where we watch movies and TV series a little deeper. We talk about stories, choices, culture, and the moments that make you pause and ask, what was she thinking?
And that means in this show, we are asking the character, the director, and even ourselves to consider how thoughts prompt actions and ultimately one's experiences in life. Today, we are reviewing the TV show Dutton Ranch on Paramount, starring Kelly Riley as Beth, Cole Hauser as Rip, Finn Little as Carter, Annette Bening as Beulah, and Ed Harris as Everett. Those are just some of the few great actors here. This is not just a TV recap. This is a conversation about mindset conversation. Oops. Let me start that over. This is not just a TV recap. This is a conversation about mindset, motivation, and the choices that shape women's lives. Hello, I'm Sharla.
And I am Kim, and welcome to What Was She Thinking?
Hey, Kimber.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Feeling good. Feeling blessed. We here. So another conversation. So
So how's it going? How's it going with you?
How's it going? Okay. First of all, I have a whole teenager. Somebody, we needs a job. J-O-B. We needs a job. Okay. All right. We don't been up to the stores and the places, and we don't talk to people and managers, and we ain't, come on. He's 16. He's ready to work. Okay. The word for the summer is J-O-B. Okay. So we're dealing with that. I have a full-fledged, willing body, able working teenager up in the house every day.
Every day. So, I'm sure he like,
exactly, like literally, like,
yeah.
What did you do today?
Yeah.
Well, I just got up and
living the good life. That's that summer good life.
I like it. Maybe when he was little, it was okay, but now that he's 16,
yeah, you gotta, he'll find something soon, and then he'll be gone all the time. That's what it feels like. They be gone now, girl.
Go chop some wood. Don't have no fireplace or nothing in the house. Go out there and chop some wood when I come home or something. Let me know you've been out there working.
Kim talking about chop wood. What century is you in, Kim?
And don't have no need for no firewood, but be out there doing
something. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you like, because my mama used to make a list. She used to put it on the back of the like an envelope, like a bill, and she used to have divided 10. Sharla, because she was education, she was a teacher, she was a minister. She'd be gone in the morning, honey. But we wake up and look on that kitchen table. There was our list. And then, of course, we wait about 30 minutes before we knew she was about to get home, and then we scrambled to get it all done.
That's when listen, the list seems to go, okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to make sure that, you need to take out things you can't wear. That's what's on the agenda today. Then in the closet, cleaning out the your drawers, making sure that if you can't wear them, you need to sit them aside, and we can go and look at them, see if there's anything that needs to be donated. If it can be donated, it can be donated. If it's not, then it goes in trash can. I need you to start because the drawers in the closet is now bursting. Okay.
Oh yeah. And
so
I'm sure
I need you to go in. Yeah, exactly. So I need you to go through and do. So that's been on the list now. Okay. Got home yesterday. I didn't see nothing separated. No separations. Okay. Drawers are still bursting. When I say the drawers are bursting, I just hate to look in his room sometimes. Because I like my drawers to close.
Yeah.
But when I see like your drawers like out because you can't fit no clothes in it.
Yeah, then something need to be done. Jackson does that too.
We working on the list. When I get home, I'm tired, and sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't care if you just want to live the way you want to live. Because I told him the other day, I was like, what? you trying to catch you want to be a snack. You want to be a gift to somebody.
Right.
How you gonna be a gift to somebody and you don't even like to clean your room up, Sharla? Okay, sorry.
You
I
went
go.
there.
Sorry, Sharla. Okay,
You
okay. Bring it
I feel the same way because I'll tell Jackson to do something. His interpretation of how it should get done. I'd be like, "That's do I?" And I thought I modeled it. You know what I'm saying? I'll
in.
even model it for him. I'll even be like, "This is what it's supposed to look like." I don't know. So whoever he marries, I'm be like, "Sit down, girl. Let me tell you."
Listen, I tried, girl. I
That's
tried.
right.
Because I'm like, look, you got to keep this house clean.
So yeah, we just doing Jet's doing her a camp this week, so she's
Oh,
excited. Yeah, art camp. She the only little
yay!
chocolate drop. She the only little chocolate drop. I'm like, ooh, dog,
Really?
you ain't got nobody
Oh,
at camp.
listen
Yeah,
here. Represent
I
Jet.
know, right? And I remember telling the kids, when they were younger, and they would say that, oh, I realized that, and I'd be
Mhm,
like, well, you have to be ready to be in rooms where you might be the only one if you go in places where other people ain't never been. So,
mhm, mhm.
but anyway, she had fun. She didn't seem to. She said she made
Yeah,
friends. Her school is like that, kind of like that too.
yeah.
But I was like, dang, Jet. Anyway, but that's what we doing, and
Mhm,
she's
mhm.
excited. So I know we're gonna go to camp later on this afternoon.
Okay.
That's all we got going on this
Well,
week.
good, good.
Mhm,
Fun
mhm,
times, fun
mhm.
times.
Yeah, fun
Can we
times for
do?
her. Yeah, because she got something
Yeah.
to do. Thank the Lord. Okay, so Kim,
Yes.
we have been looking at Dutton Ranch.
Dutton Ranch. 10 out of 10 would recommend if
You
this is
think
okay.
okay? Okay, Gil. So this is a spinoff from the show
Yes.
Yellowstone, which I
Yes.
have not seen.
Yes.
But I did go back and was like, let me check out Yellowstone because I think I tried
Mhm,
to watch it at one point in time. I was like, let me go back and see if I could check it out and see what it was. So I did watch
mhm,
a few episodes of the first season. And I will say I liked it. I like Kevin
mhm.
Costner
I do.
in
Mhm,
it. So I'm like, dang, he must have died. So I guess
mhm.
he moved
Yes.
on.
Mhm. Gone.
Gone.
John Dutton, gone.
John
Listen,
Dutton gone.
also a latecomer to Yellowstone. I didn't watch it when it was like on.
Mhm.
I didn't start watching it until like a few, maybe like 1 or 2 seasons had already been out, and then I came onto somebody was like, "Have you ever seen Yellowstone?" Actually, it was some of my colleagues here at work was like, "Have you ever seen Yellowstone, girl? You need to see Yellowstone in the Dutton Ranch." And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Girl, ain't nobody watch no cowboys. Ain't nobody care about no cowboys."
Yeah.
But I really like cowboys.
You just Yeah, you know what? I've seen a few there's this TikTok. I don't know where's this I think he's a football player and he likes horses.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a few TikToks of him riding out on these
Right?
horses. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
now this
So
cowboy looks
yeah,
rather
I
nice.
like a little cowboy, a little
Yeah.
ranch hand.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't know I did until I saw this dude. I had to figure out who he was. But yeah, because I've never seen black ranchers,
mhm, mhm,
really.
mhm.
You only
Yeah.
seen, white and
Mhm.
to be honest, I've never thought they particularly care for black women, so I never
Yeah. Mhm.
really looked that way or whatever because I thought they
Mhm.
probably don't. They're
Mhm.
not thinking they ain't looking this way. So I never
Mhm.
really thought about it until I saw a black rancher, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Because down here, down, where I'm from, I'm from Sumter, but in Dazzle, they have the Black Cowboys. And they
Oh,
do like a kind of like a festival like
oh,
every year.
uh-huh.
And so for a few years I've been used to go down there.
Mhm.
A bit. Josh rode like his first horse at the Black
Hmm.
Cowboy event. So so I knew and have seen Black Cowboys before, you
Mhm.
know, seen them riding and seen black ranchers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to really like see it like Yellowstone see it, I didn't still had no breath of how vast this world is.
Mm-hmm.
You see a black man cowboy hat on a horse and
Yeah.
the ranch, but you don't really see the depth
The
of this
work in the ranch.
lifestyle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then I think Yellowstone kind of brought me a better understanding of it. But yeah, you see black cowboys used to be in the parades in Sumter, and so
Mm-hmm.
real big community. Well, they have a community in the Dazzle area, right on the outskirts of Sumter, and they
Mm-hmm.
usually do like a little festival and stuff like every year, around like
Okay.
in like early summer, late summer. Yeah,
Uh-huh. I
yeah,
never knew. And also, I guess I don't associate black people with
yeah,
horses,
cowboy. Yeah,
cowboy horses.
rancher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I learned horses, care of horses is very expensive,
Mhm.
which is I think mainly why because we look at like socioeconomic status of
Mhm.
black
Mhm.
people versus white people in terms of
Mhm.
income.
Mhm.
The money may not be there as a group to care for horse because
Mhm.
I know it could be like hundreds of thousands of dollars to
Mhm.
maintain and feed and house a horse. And so disposable income is not like that
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
many people of
Mhm.
color. So it
Mhm.
is mostly a thing like swimming pools or something like that, like
Mhm.
who can afford or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
so I learned, I think, like this area that I live in used to be like for like horses and stuff like that or whatever. And then my
Really?
daddy
Mhm.
told me a long time ago down like the fairgrounds. He was like
Mhm.
they used to have a lot of they used to have most black people took care of the horses.
Mhm. Mhm.
You had to ride horses and all that. I was like, what?
Right.
I didn't know all of
Mhm.
that. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
he was like, yeah, that's
You would be amazed some of the history
jockeys. I guess the jockeys, yeah.
yeah, of how like black ranchers and farm, who have generational I know down there in that area
Hmm.
that generationally their family grew up on the ranch on
Really.
and having access to those kind of things and didn't necessarily see it as like generational wealth, you know.
Hmm.
It was just their life. It's
Yeah.
just what they knew,
They be
right?
on them horses and
Exactly.
they
You
wear
know what
them
I'm saying?
hats.
And so, but listen here, it is something to see. So I did come to Yellowstone late myself, but definitely enjoyed the storytelling in that show. Um and the foolishness, lots of foolishness that goes on
It's a lot of
with
foolishness and
with them ranchers, especially on Yellowstone. It was a whole lot. It was a lot. It was just a lot of stuff.
it was a lot. Okay, so let's get into this show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was a slow kind of it was a slow for
Mhm.
me to warm up to.
Mhm.
You said 10 out of 10. I might give it an 8.
Listen, and the only reason I can give it a 10 out of 10. Listen, I love me some Beth. Okay.
But okay, so the little first episodes I saw Yellowstone, Beth was a mess. I in season
Listen
1,
here.
was she not?
Beth is a whole mess. Okay, honey. But don't play with her and don't play by her
Oh yeah,
family.
don't play with Beth.
She don't play
Yeah.
by her. She don't play by her family, and she don't play
Mhm.
by Rip, honey. But from the gist of the Yellowstone, so Yellowstone, John Dutton, Kevin Costner's character, was the head, right?
Right.
And they had this massive territory
Mhm.
of land,
Mhm.
of reserve, and it was and he had three children. So he had Beth, he had Jamie, and he had I don't remember the other boy name, but the baby boy.
Mhm.
Um, Jamie was not biologically his child. Jamie was like an adopted son, right?
Mhm.
And so he only had two biological children. And then Rip was like the ranch hand. He was like the head ranch person, right?
Okay,
But
so was Rip the one that was giving it to her in like episode 1 or 2? Was this the same dude? Because I couldn't remember that. She walked up on him or something. Either way, she was just like, "Let me get that D," and then she walked off. Basically, she just left him standing. I was like, "God dog."
and so that'll be a yes. And so the thing was, so
I mean, he
being
tore it up, Kim. He was all in that. Didn't she? Then she was like,
So
"That was good. Thank you. I'm going."
listen, he has loved her. He has loved her for a long, long time. But
Mhm.
again, he wasn't, he was a
He
ranch.
wasn't a Dutton. Oh,
Yeah,
he
it
went from
wasn't
the
the
line of like
from the
rich
line.
family
And
ranchers.
so and listen, Beth was a whole hot mess herself. Whole hot mess.
Girl, she got.
Remember when she
I saw her get naked. She got naked out there outside in front of everybody and jump in the thing. With I was like, "Oh, Beth going through some things, huh?"
Beth is a whole hot mess, honey. When that girl, she took a beating, honey. In the Yellowstone, they beat her down to the ground, honey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go back and watch it.
But it's a whole story with them. So as they progress, as things happen, they end up losing the Yellowstone. So it was a lot of things going on with the Yellowstone because it was the Native Americans that were on in that community were saying that that was their land,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a whole lot of conflict. There was a whole lot of stuff. It was some dubious activities going on in the background for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Okay. They were not the most upstanding family. Okay, the Duttons. Okay. There was some criminalities there happening,
Mm-hmm.
criminal
Okay.
behavior,
Okay.
criminal things.
Mm-hmm.
And so as the season progressed, the head guy does die. And they end up losing
The ranch.
the ranch. And so we pick up on the Dutton Ranch. Beth and Rip are together. They're married, they're together. They're finally in love and able to be together. But um,
That's not the Dutton Ranch they're on when we start episode 1.
so episode one, they are on the Dutton Ranch.
Uh-huh.
The parts that's still there. So it ends up
Oh,
getting chopped down.
okay.
And so they still have a piece of it, and then a
Mm-hmm.
fire breaks loose.
Right. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
they
Mm-hmm.
lose
That little piece.
the piece they had.
Hey. Uh-huh.
And because they were such a well-known family in that area, it was like it was nothing that they could it was nothing that they couldn't stay there.
Mm-hmm.
So they took whatever money that they had left. It decided to make their way to Texas.
Texas.
Oh, honey.
And that's when we start episode 1.
That's where we start with episode one. So they
Mm-hmm.
make their way to Texas with Carter, who was a young ranch hand. He
Mm-hmm.
did no longer had his parents. So Rip and Beth bring him in
Okay, so that's why
and
he's
decide
not
to
like.
raise him. Hmm.
I knew she wasn't his biological mom, so Rip isn't his biological dad either. That's why their relationship was kind of like not parental. When I
Right.
look at it,
And
I'm like, there's
so
something here where they guided him, but they ain't parented him.
yeah, listen, you got to go back to that Yellowstone because see, Beth wanted to. She got pregnant young, and her brother Jamie, who wasn't her blood brother but was her brother, took her to get an abortion.
Hmm.
Right, the boy ended up telling the people to sterilize her.
No.
Yes, girl.
Why he do that?
Oh my gosh! When I tell you she hated Jamie, honey,
I would too.
Jamie was a whole slime ball. But he and so she can't have any children.
Yeah, I remember she told Beulah that at some point in
Mhm,
time. She tells Beulah
mhm,
that she can't have children. But
mhm.
oh my God, you'd have to
Because of
die. Now I got to kill.
her brother did that.
Why would
Whole
he do that? He
raggedy
thought she was
brother.
evil? Or he was just trying to be evil?
Because he was just a jerk. He was
Oh,
a
okay.
jerk.
Oh, okay.
If I can remember during that time, because they were living in a population of Native American community, so
Mhm.
there was a lot of tribes there, and they were trying to do something like to sterilize the Native American women
Oh.
on that on that in that community. They were doing it was a lot going on.
Uh-huh.
But her brother did that to her. Her brother sterilized her, and under the guise that she was going to, have an abortion. No, that's not.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. They crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I see
And
that they are not. They are in this. Okay, so we're going to review the first 4 episodes, and
hmm
then when we come back, we'll review the last 4.
hmm
So I saw in these episodes that they are like no nonsense. They don't, like somebody say, they don't suffer no foods, no nothing like that. Like they will handle. I've seen things on their own. Okay, so like you said, we start the episode with the closeness of Rip and Beth. They
Mm-hmm.
are riding out together. They like
Mm-hmm.
to ride their horses in the sunset,
Mm-hmm.
and they fall asleep on a tree. Thunderstorm comes,
Mm-hmm.
massive fire eats up the land. They end up in Texas. Um, because we find out later, I think episode 2, they figure it's just cheaper to rebuild than to
Mm-hmm.
start all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and we see, okay, so you got to answer this for me. Um, well, first, before this happens, though, we meet Beulah Jackson, Annette Benning, who I have not seen in years, and
Beautiful.
she is
They had
playing
that
this.
little
Her
name.
hair is like perfect rancher hair. Her accent, I think she's doing a good job with that. I'm like, it took me a while to realize it was Annette Benning. I was like, oh, that's Annette Benning.
The
Um,
big old glasses. She
a
got
big,
big, big old rim glasses.
Mhm.
Beulah is something.
Beulah is Southern. Okay, that's a big name. I feel like Beulah is a
Mm-hmm.
heavy, is a
Mm-hmm.
strong name,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we see that Beulah runs the ranch, or she's in
Mm-hmm.
charge or whatever, but something is amiss because um what's his name?
Rob
Rob
will.
Will, yeah, is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a mess. But she's not aware of all of the things that he is up to yet. So we see Beth is sitting with Ranch at some point in time. It was sitting with what's his name,
Brett.
Carter,
Oh, Carter. Mm-hmm.
at the table doing math, or she's trying to show
Mm-hmm.
him the importance of math. So I was like, okay, he's young, so he's still doing homework. But why is he 19 and in school, Kim? Because one girl, he goes to school and the
He's
girl
not
was like, aren't you
19.
a little old to be here?
He's not 19.
I thought he said he was. So he's lying. He
He's
lying
lying.
about his age?
He's
Okay.
only 16. He's 16. He's young. He's supposed
Okay.
to be in high school, but he's all about that cowboy life. He loves cowboying. He loves learning at the heel of cowboying, and Rip is kind of like a mentor to him. Beth
Hmm.
is like a mentor to him. So they're both kind of taking this parenting roles for him, to kind of guide him, but they're trying to let him know the importance um, of education. These are things you need to know if you still
Hmm.
want to work to do this, this cowboy stuff. And so yeah, he does look a little older. He got a full mustache. He even had a little beard or a little something. I don't know, but he's only 16, and new town, new thing, and then they had this devastation that happened from their previous ranch. They
Hmm.
come to a new town, new state, um, and he ain't really fool around with school, and
No.
he's very naive, because
Yes.
my
Yeah.
thing is fine,
Very naive. Yeah.
very
Hmm.
naive, because I think he's been kind of sheltered a little bit, and coming from like um the Yellowstone, like the Dutton name was gold. You
Hmm.
know, if you worked on that ranch, if you worked on that, and if you were affiliated with them in any kind of way, you were the cream of the cream.
Hmm.
And so now he has to navigate high school
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
as a
And the
nobody,
new kid, yeah, and
and
then
being
he
a new
kind of
kid,
being
and
the
he's
girl
very
picking on him.
naive. He's very naive.
Yep.
I'm
Very
so
nice.
I'm so
Um,
sick of Carter. I'm so
I'm so sick of him too. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
oh, this is really unnerving. Because
Yeah,
if
he
this
gets
was Jackson,
yeah.
I'd be like,
I'm like secondhand embarrassment for him. Like, are you serious? Are you serious?
yeah, Beth, get him, because
Get him.
she's so strong-willed, confident. Rip
Mhm,
is definitely too, right? Because I
mhm,
forgot to mention that before that we see kind of who Rip is, because he stands up for Azul at the gas station
mhm,
when
mhm,
Rob Will comes in with the racist remarks. So we
mhm,
get a sense, for me, who's never seen Yellowstone. I don't
mhm,
know who Rip is really, but I get a sense that
mhm,
he is a stand-up guy.
mhm,
He don't play that.
Mhm.
Um, he gonna stick up for you. He gonna fight for you. He don't play that bullshit. Okay,
Mhm.
so we
Yeah.
see that who Rip is, and Carter is like, yeah, he's a cream puff. He ain't. The girl, it was a girl who was like, "Are you 25?" And he basically crumbled. It wasn't like it was a dude. It was a girl who asked him that, and he was like, "Hmm." So,
Yeah,
um,
he literally was aggravating me a good bit because I was like, "Are you got to be?" But he was like that, that gentlemanly type of guy. Like he was thinking that intentions were pure, and no, dude, you in high school. No, this ain't Miss Betty Jean that you just gonna take out for a soda pop.
no,
No,
and she
this
even
is
looked, she even
yeah.
looked like trouble. She, okay, well, we haven't got okay. So, Beth meets Everett
Mhm,
McKinney, the vet, and
mhm.
she gets him to save a dying horse. So
Yeah.
we kind of get a sense of who Beth is because she asked, "Does the horse have a chance?" He's like 1 out of 1,000 odds, and she's like, "That's
Mhm.
all you need." So again, Beth is like, "I'm going for it. If I got a
Yeah.
chance, if there's a little bit of
Mhm.
hope, I like that. I like that
Yeah.
about her."
She's a fighter. She's a
She's a
fighter
fighter. Yeah, she
tooth
definitely is
and
a fighter.
nail. I mean, physically, she will physically fight you, and
Mhm.
then she will fight with a whole heart for
Which
and
is
soul.
why
Yeah.
I think Beulah picks that up when she goes
Mhm.
to ask her to cut her meat.
Mhm. Mhm.
Beulah like, hell, no, I ain't cutting your meat. Take your meat
Mhm.
somewhere else.
Mhm. 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 Okay. Okay.
Just as because this is to me reminiscent of like insecure women. You pick up
Mhm.
on another woman who has a strong energy. She
Mhm.
ain't did nothing to you. She just came in
Mhm.
there asking for business. She don't want she ain't trying to take over your ranch.
Mhm.
She ain't trying to do
Mhm.
nothing. She just simply said, "Can you cut
Mhm.
my
Cut my
meat?"
meat. But you know what I find so interesting is that so they moved to Texas and they moved to this town and it the structure of the town is very similar to
Mm-hmm.
how Yellowstone was. And Beulah's family is the family that is the crown
Like
king.
rival.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. They're the family that's kind of running this
Mm-hmm.
community in this town. Very
Mm-hmm.
similar to how the Duttons were
Mm-hmm.
in at the Yellowstone. And so when she comes in, because Beulah got this thing on lock. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, who you is and what
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
trying to do here? You know what I'm saying?
And she got but five. She said she got five, ain't it?
Five,
She ain't even
five.
got a lot. She got five she wants you to kill. She told me, "I
Mhm,
need you to have 150." But she is intimidated by this lady.
mhm,
You
mhm.
could tell.
And
Why
Beth
give
is
her
like,
so much
okay.
hell? Why give her so much hell? I don't. That's crazy. I've seen women like
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
they pick
And
up on your energy.
pick up and you know what, this is something that you and I have had this conversation about previously about the there can only be one.
They can only be
There
one.
can
Why?
only be
Yeah.
one. There can only
Mm-hmm.
be one woman that is doing the best.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
where do we get where how do we move from there's enough room at the table for everybody to there
Mm-hmm.
can only be one.
Right. Yeah.
And you and I have both had conversations about it and have seen it
Mm-hmm.
professionally how women, the intimidation, the sabotaging, so that it can only be one.
Yeah. Because they feel
It can only
like
be
there's
one.
not enough, they will lose out, whereas we feel like it's a room it's your mindset, I guess. Because if you feel like
Mhm,
God gonna bless me and
mhm,
you, there's
mhm,
plenty
mhm.
for everybody, then there's
Everybody.
no need for
Mhm,
me to undercut you
mhm,
or whatever, cut you
mhm.
what is it? Cut you off at the knees or whatever,
Exactly.
so that I can be great. But
Mhm,
this woman is apparently to me, now I know it's a sign of insecurity. You are
mhm,
insecure in yourself. So now you coming for me. And I ain't
mhm.
do nothing but move here and ask you to cut my meat.
And I got 5 cows. 5.
But
Like,
you scared.
if I was coming up in there with 100 and so we didn't know it then, but I
Mhm,
kinda know why she
mhm.
didn't wanna cut the meat. Now, but in episode 1, we don't know that the
Oh, what
cows that Beth have are premium Angus beef.
beef? Mm-hmm.
Premium. These are
Mm-hmm.
premium cuts of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The cows that they bought off the new farm, Dutton Ranch, is the top of the top, is the cream of the crop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we didn't know that. We didn't know that in the first episode, but as we move along, we find that out. And 150 of premium top Angus beef? Are you serious? Chick?
But Kim, it keeps her in business. I mean, I know she has cows too, but I mean, you making money, honey. Ain't like she's trying to open up a slaughterhouse. She just asked, you know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to think that from 5 cows, you think you better lose your business to this
Mm-hmm.
lady,
Mm-hmm.
to this lady that you start having to play this underhanded game because
Yeah.
she's like, okay, well, what's the deposit? You gonna cut the meat? So finally, Beulah agrees to cut the meat, and she's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, what's the deposit? How much you want me to pay you?" She's like, "Nah, give me a cut of your profit. A cut
Profit.
of
Yeah.
my profits."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Beth is like, "Deuces."
What goddamn record you running around here? Mm-mm. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's a sign of Beth's a character too, because Beth
Yeah.
like, I don't give a damn. I cut this meat myself
Yeah.
before.
I'll go down to the Piggy Wiggy and get them to cut it, honey.
Before I give you a cut of my
Before I give you a cut of
profit.
my profits.
You is
That's bad
tripping.
business. That don't even make business sense. That
That don't
makes
even make
no
business
business
sense.
sense. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? And then also remember, Beth is a Dutton. Her name carried weight. She knew exactly who she was.
Yeah, she know what she can do. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Mhm.
She knows. So I just thought that was interesting that this old
Mhm.
lady is like coming for her, and she.
Mhm. Mhm.
But beware, ladies. When you see people like that, get your game. But I'm glad she did not bend to the heifer.
Yeah.
So, Carter was hanging out with what's her name, Oceana. What's her name, Oceana?
Oriana.
Oriana. Yeah.
I looked at because when I watch, people tell me all the time when I watch TV, I have to have the captions on because I read and
Yeah.
and I listen and
Yeah.
I watch. And when I saw her name come up, I was like,
Who is that?
ain't
Yeah.
no cowboy name.
Where they get that from? Who your mama? Who your mama
Oreana.
is? Yeah. Yeah. But she's older than him. So okay, so now it's really creepy because I
Mhm.
thought he was 19 and
Mm-mm.
she had graduated. She older too. But no, she hanging out. She messed around with a little boy
Mhm. Well, she was messing around with a grown man. She was messing around with a
or the
grown
grown
man,
man. Right. Okay, so
but
we
Carter
see
with his little
he tries to
football.
intervene and helps her out with when she gets attacked by
Right.
him. And then is this when they go to was this it? Because I can have
They go
Carter.
no, they invite him to the rodeo. So the girls from the school invite him to the rodeo.
That's right.
Okay, and as sweet as it is, and this is the part that makes me secondhand embarrassment for him. He goes with his little daisy flowers, his little spring mix of flower bouquet, and he's going to the girl to bring her the flowers. And really, all they want from him, because he looks so old, is to go and buy them beer. So he goes and he buys them beer, and then he realizes that they played in
That's all
his
they want.
face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of kicking it around while Oriana is fighting with this other grown man. That
Mm-hmm.
he's a cowboy or whatever. And as chivalrous as Carter is, he decides he wants to be the person who stands up for the woman.
Mm-hmm. And then get in jail. He go to
Go
jail.
get arrested. How you get arrested on your first day
You
in
just
the
got
town?
here, boy, because you following some tail. 'Cause but the sheriff understood.
The sheriff is like, look here.
Yeah.
What are you
He,
doing?
please
What's
leave her
happening here?
alone. You know he like, please don't find you a nice girl. This one right
Listen
here.
here. Trying to
Leave her
give him
alone.
some good advice, trying to give him a little bit of words of wisdom, as you would say in the words of Cheyenne, trying to give him some, forethought,
Yeah.
some something. And he's sitting there like,
When can I get to her? Cause he's infatuated with her. But I
yeah.
mean, okay, I guess it's like the bad girl, bad boy,
Hmm.
and she's blonde and
Hmm.
whatever. So he's like, oh, she's so beautiful. So he is smitten. And she knows it. And she is, well, Rob Will is her daddy.
Listen here, that's the thing. Listen here.
She
When
didn't
I
have a chance.
realized that, that's
She
when I
didn't
was
have a chance.
like, mm-mm, she ain't no good.
And Beulah,
You
your
better
grandma.
run, 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 run,
That's what the
Forrest.
sheriff should have told her. So, but she comes to get him out of jail. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, I don't think it's pure motives, but she comes to get him
Mm-mm.
out of jail. So we end episode 1
Mm-hmm.
with Rob Will has been sent to rehab for his antics. So we didn't really talk about it, but he kills the what is it? I'm about to say the
One of the,
foreman.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He kills the foreman because he thought the foreman was questioning him, but really he just high as hell and drunk and
Mm-hmm.
paranoid. And he just shoots the man cold blood dead. They bury the body. Um, anyway, Joe Quinn convinces Beulah to send Broadwell to rehab while they, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
let things quiet down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of episode 1, we find Rip finds the dead body because they put wherever they put the dead body wasn't good enough.
Mm-mm. 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 You can't even do that right. So, and again, a parallel to Yellowstone. So we see the dynamics of the Ten Petal family because that's the name of their ranch. Beulah's family. So Beulah is the mama, and she has a biological son, which is Rob Will,
Hmm.
and a granddaughter, which is Rob Will's daughter.
Hmm.
She has an adoptive son,
Hmm.
Joaquin,
Hmm.
which was a family that worked on her
Worked on,
ranch.
yeah, because he says that
And
later. Hmm.
yeah, and they pass away, and then she basically brings him into the family.
Hmm.
So she says that she has two sons. She has Joaquin and she has Rob Will. Um, so kind of a little similar to how Yellowstone did with the family dynamics, right?
Hmm.
But the thing was, um, their family is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, the Duttons was crazy too, but
Uh,
Beulah know Rob Will something ain't right with him.
yeah, she know he ain't right. Yeah, she's been accused of making him not right.
Exactly.
I'm interested to see what that. But I didn't realize. I think until later that what is his name?
Joaquin.
I don't know. I can't say Joaquin is not her son. That I
Mm-hmm.
thought that he was the good suit
Hmm.
wearing or whatever son, and Rob
Hmm.
Will was the hellion. But
Hmm.
yeah, I didn't. But at this time, I'm still thinking, oh, you got two sons and one off the
Hmm.
chain, and one is your one that
Hmm.
you can depend on or whatever.
The one you can depend on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So all right, so I think they go looking for the body. Joaquin and Rob Will, and they realize it's gone. He like, get your ass to rehab. I'm so tired.
Like I'm like that the
Tired of your
one that
antics. Yeah, this
it
is it.
it, it kind of speaks to Joaquin because he's trying to show his worthiness to the family. Like you know, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to make the meetings. I'm do what I'm supposed to do in order to make the family proud. And here you go. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
And you this is a screw up. You are a mess up. You don't even know what's going on. But yeah, he was in you're doing some dubious activities is the reason why you killed that man because
Mm-hmm.
he found something wasn't right with the bookkeeping
Mm-hmm.
with the counts. The
Yeah.
counts was coming a little off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he found out about that and you were scared. So in your drug induced rage or whatever, you killed this man.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so being like because like Rip is he is he gonna survey the land.
Yeah.
He goes around and see what's going on. He's a
Mm-hmm.
real he about this life. And then he just gonna see something on his like, what the hell is
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, so he finds it. And then in episode 2 is when we see Joaquin and Rob will look for the body. They
Mm-hmm.
do not find it. He says, you leave tomorrow, and that is it, right? He's gone. So we don't see Rob Will for a second. I think we do see him interact with Beulah before this. And he says, Mom, I fucked up. And she's like, don't tell me. Tell Joaquin. I don't know about your fuck up.
And see, that's the thing. That's the
Mhm.
thing.
So yeah, we understand the dynamic of
Yeah, because
why
you
she
complacent with him. With his, you know that he don't do right. You
he don't
know
do
he don't
right.
do right.
Uh-huh. So okay, so Rob Will's off of therapy. Um uh
Rehab.
so yeah, rehab. And then we see what's his West, the guy who was killed, his
Mhm,
wife starts asking
mhm,
questions like this
mhm,
is not because they
mhm,
stay at the ranch, I guess, for several days while they're taking
mhm,
care
mhm.
of the what is it, the steer, is that what they call
Yeah.
it? Um and she was like, he usually comes home, something is missed. Y'all call, y'all like, I don't know where you went. Like, that's crazy. Y'all ain't come up with no story. Y'all just like, oh, he just walked off drunk. So she is suspicious of what is going
Mhm,
on.
mhm,
So we have that storyline going on. Rip picks up Zacariah from jail because Azul mentions him,
mhm.
right? He says, I
Yeah.
think this is guy that you want to, but we don't know. We've got to pick him up from
Mhm,
the jailhouse in order to get this new worker. But Rip is open. Rip is like, okay, and picks him up from jail.
mhm.
And then okay, so we see Beth goes to Everett to ask about a slaughterhouse. He recommends one. Um, what else? Zachariah has to what did I have to say? PC unsafe mate. I don't know what I wrote there.
Episode 2, she goes down into the Piggy Wiggy. But it's not the Piggy Wiggy. It's a small butcher shop, which I thought was very, very beautiful. That Everett. Listen here, I'm gonna give you a ram in the bush. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Don't you
Uh-huh.
don't you worry about it. We're gonna get these five
We gonna get
bulls.
you.
Okay,
Yeah. We gonna
because listen here, Beth got a plan. Like they know what they got. They know the quality of the stock that they have, and so
uh-huh.
She's running a plan because she's looking at her next steps, and her
Mm-hmm.
next steps is to get the premium cuts,
The
these
premium cuts, yeah.
particular
Mm-hmm.
cuts, because she is now moving to try to now move the meat. She now has to move the meat. So you don't cut the meat, you don't grow the meat. Now you got to move the meat, right?
Me
Yeah,
got to go somewhere, yeah.
exactly.
So
So, and we don't want to just move it any place. We want to move it to the good people's place.
yeah.
You know.
Mhm. So yeah,
So,
yeah, so we understand that is the system, right?
hmm
You grow the cows, you
hmm
get somebody to
hmm
slaughter the cow.
hmm
Then you got to find a distributor or whatever. So
hmm
that is her plan. That I because I didn't realize this is all a
hmm
learning lesson for me. And different than like farming. Right,
hmm
so because of farming,
hmm
I understand my grandfather's sharecropper, so that's kind of conditional on weather and rain. But this is conditional on animals, so this is a different situation. You got to go out
hmm
and you got to be proactive. You can't just
Yeah.
sit around or whatever. So this is the first time I've seen, I guess, the business side of it, because Rip
hmm
handles more of the animal side, and Beth
hmm
handles more, I guess, the business side. That's what
hmm Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think in this episode too, we get a little glimpse into the when they bought the ranch. They bought it from the lady. I think her husband had passed away, and she was talking about how the type of people or the type of people she wanted to sell to, and
Hmm.
it becomes almost like some type of spiritual thing for them.
Hmm. Yeah. She
I don't
does. Yeah,
want to
she
just
does
give
mention it.
my land to you, sell my land to you, but I want you to take care of it. I want you to preserve it. I want you to take care of the animals. I want you to take care of the land that I am giving you, it's not, I'm not just selling it to you. I'm selling it to you so that you can keep it pristine and as at a premium level as it, as it is right now. And
Yeah.
so they get, listen here, this life is not for the
For real.
fame. This is a real kind of life for them. So and I thought that was interesting little part of the show too, when they kind of went back and talked about
Show
how they
that
got the
part.
property. Um
Because
and
the
so
Jacksons tried to buy it.
yeah.
Beulah tried to buy it and she
Yeah.
wouldn't sell it to Beulah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's a different, it's a certain
She
kind of
wouldn't
person.
sell it to Beulah,
It's a
no.
certain kind of person to get
That
this
they
in
want.
land,
And
right?
I get
You know?
that.
Mhm.
I get that because yes, if I had built something from scratch, you don't know what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna make it their
Mhm.
own. But I would
Mhm.
still want to um turn it over to somebody, yeah, that's gonna care. Especially, you got animals involved too. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
So I get that. Yeah, that is a different side of it. Like people who care about their business and what they're
Mhm.
doing. And it ain't just manufacturing, you
Mhm.
know. Oh,
Mhm.
because she said, also I gotta talk to you about Azul. So she was a
Mhm.
caring lady. She was like, you
Mhm.
take this from me, I
Mhm.
take Azul too.
Mhm. Yeah, and you gonna do right by my people because
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you good people, and
Mhm.
they are new to town. They are new to
Mhm.
town. They don't know nobody, so they needed Azul
They
because
needed
Azul is
Azul.
gonna be able to point you. Okay, where I need to get my feed from. If Azul is gonna point you to the good people,
Mhm.
which and he has history because let's hear my parents came
Yeah,
work
worked here.
on
Mhm.
this ranch and did all this stuff. So, I have history here and I can't remember what her name was, but they've always done well or they always did right by my family.
Mhm.
So that level of loyalty and
Mhm.
that's something that's crazy too because even when you go back and watch Yellowstone, that like in Yellowstone they branded their ranch people. Yeah, yeah.
They
Listen,
willingly did that? They willingly
yeah.
like how like Omegas be like, this my friend.
Mhm, mhm.
They
But
was like, this mine right
yeah,
here.
it's the
Dutton Ranch.
level of loyalty, and then to be
Stop.
ousted from the Yellowstone, that's something. So,
Yeah.
and you kinda see that along with, um, like, they build loyalty is big in the rancher circles because you got to be loyal to that ranch for whatever, and so
Mhm.
Azul, nice, sweet guy, nice, sweet guy. He's there to point Rip in the right direction of people and resources.
Mhm. I like the I don't know about branding people, but
Yeah.
I do I am in love with the idea of a warm work environment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When people all treat it,
Mhm.
it's like a family or whatever. So
Mhm.
I'm down with that. So I love that Beth and Rip are these kind of people. They are no nonsense, right? Because Rip is like,
Mhm.
do this, do that.
Mhm.
Rip,
Mhm.
Rip
Mhm.
barks order.
Mhm. Mhm. Listen,
You bark an
I
order
tell
at
you.
you in a second. They be like, yes, sir. Zach
Mhm.
and Azul, they gets the moving. They be like,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
don't play by it. Mm-mm.
Do not play about it. But it
Mm-mm.
is a respect that they
Mhm.
definitely have that's there.
Mhm.
So we end episode 2 with Rip talk Carter talks to Rip about Oriana. And he gives again, it doesn't because I'm not aware of their relationship. So I do feel like this is not parental. This is something different. Like he is like
Mhm. Mhm.
giving him advice, but it doesn't seem like a father or whatever. It seems just like
Mhm.
a friend, and that it
Friend.
makes more sense
Mhm.
now because now I know. Um, and then Rip goes out in the middle of the night to rebury the body.
Look here. We have no parts of
We
this.
have nobody yet. Don't put that shit on my land.
Yeah, put that shit on my land. What you
He didn't
talking
call
about?
the police. He handled that shit on his own. And then
Listen
he
here.
does something for them to be so close. He doesn't tell Beth what he did.
Mhm. Mhm.
Cause she gets up in the middle of the night and she's like, well,
Mhm.
my man,
Yeah. Mhm. Where you at?
where you at? Wonder why she ain't call him. They didn't show you call because that's the first thing you gonna do.
Listen here.
Where your ass at?
Rip. Rip has seen some things. Rip has
He
done some things, and Rip knows what to do.
yeah.
So he was like, "Not on my land.
Not on my
No,
land.
you ain't about to
They
start
have an
some shit
immense
here."
amount of trust for one another though,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't ask him. She didn't say, where you been? She didn't push him on that. She just was
No.
like,
Mm-mm. He was like, "Yeah, I was
"Yeah."
out doing whatever, whatever." And then even the guy from that you just picked up from jail,
That
he
he
kind of
saw
stepped
him.
out, and he
Mhm.
was like,
Interesting.
"Where you going?"
We clock that. Yeah, because you clock stuff that's like, I
Mm-hmm.
clocked that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So they clock that. Nobody says anything about it yet. All right. So on to episode 3, we see that Beth um hears Rip. He come back. So she goes in and she asks him, where were you? Right. And he doesn't tell her where he was. Like, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um Azul brings Zacariah some coffee, so they're bonding. We see like it's coming together. I
Mm-hmm.
guess the ranch it
Mm-hmm.
seems to be. Um, we know that Beth has decided that she is going to head to Dallas to
Mm-hmm.
find a distributor for this beef that they about to sell. Um, Beulah, go to a scene where Beulah is at the old sheriff's funeral,
Mm-hmm.
and we get a sense that it's like the I guess like you said, the people in the community with the most money who own something that most people work for
Mm-hmm.
or work at or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
like, why are you speaking at this man's funeral?
Yeah,
But
because
she's
she
yes,
owned.
so she's speaking at the funeral, and she even talks to Everett at the funeral, and this is her kryptonite, I think. Everett is
Yeah,
her
you kind
kryptonite.
of
She
see,
got a
you
little
kind of
love
see
crush
something.
thing on
What's
Everett.
what's going on?
They got a little history. They got a little history there.
Something happening.
Yeah,
Something
something
happening.
happened, yeah, and she want him back.
She.
She want on
Mm-hmm. Hey, boo.
she want on Everett back. Beth, so the slaughterhouse worked out that Everett recommended. Beth goes to go pick up the beef, the cuts or whatever. Um, and she could take it to Dallas. And
And she puts on them Louis Vuittons. She puts on them shoes, honey. She had that cooler with the meat in it, honey.
and walk on.
What's up? What's
Yeah.
up? She
Mhm.
goes in there and she's like, okay,
Mhm.
okay. She peeps it out because listen here, very smart businesswoman. Don't we ain't
I
gonna
love her confidence.
listen
Like
here.
her
Listen here.
confidence is off
But
the chain.
you're not gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it. Now
Her,
don't try to play me.
her confidence, her discernment,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like she's not. It's like she's like, I clocked you. I clocked
Mm-hmm.
you. I
Mm-hmm.
got it, and I got something for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna say anything about like I aspire to have that much
Mm-hmm.
calm,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that much calm, that much oh well, I'm like, okay, Beth, I like this
Mm-hmm.
this energy that she's giving.
Yeah.
When she
Mm-hmm.
gets okay, before she gets to the restaurant, Azul shows Rip that one of the cows is sick. And he kills
Oh
it, and we are
my
in
heart.
oh, we forgot, Kim. They bought a cow. They bought
They
a
bought a
steer.
cat.
They
They
bought I
did. They
forgot.
did. They bought a
They
cow.
went to an auction.
Yeah.
She battles against Beulah for this steer, whatever you call it, this
Mm-hmm.
cow, this bull. She battles against her and wins. Like she's actively betting against her and she wins. So we like, okay, a win for Beth. Beth got this bull or whatever, and they added to the they added to the rest of them, and then we found one get sick. Okay. Pause on that. We see Beth is at in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to a restaurant. Again, I
Mm-hmm.
like her style because she realizes I need to get my beef in front. Kim, I need to have these businesswoman skillful, clever skills because me, I'm emailing. Hello, how are you? I would like to send my beef to be
Mm-mm. Yeah. Mm-mm. I'm going down there. I'm going, and then I'm go to the kitchen. You know who I'm gonna talk to? I'm gonna talk to the chef and I'm gonna tell her, listen here, you want to be able to upcharge and increase your your steak dinner, whatever. Have you ever had, fried up, cook it up, cook
Yeah.
this here beef up.
And I'm give you 1,500. You said you lost 750. Let me give you 1,500. If you cook this beef, that girl like say less. Fire up the grill. Say less, boo. Say less. Yeah. So she's smart. She's savvy.
Mm-hmm.
She's confident, right? She didn't come in there like, please, can you,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I love that. I aspire to be that.
Because she's grown up in this. This
Yeah.
is this is her world. This is what she does.
This is what she
So
does. Yeah.
this is where she flourished. This is where she shines
This is
because
what
she
she
grew
does.
up in this. Um, and so when she comes, this is how she makes her deals. She presents to you the best of the best, the cream of the crop. I know what I have. I know what I have on my ranch. So let me show you how what I have can better suit you and bring you in more money. And so that chef cooks up that darn steak and serve it to the manager or the owner or the GM or whoever. And she's like, okay, let's make this deal.
That's yeah. So Beulah goes. Okay, so we see Oriana and Carter get stopped by the sheriff because again she followed him up. Right? She said, is that what she said? I got an air tag on my boyfriend, and they go to this dude's. Kim, he could have got killed. He could have got beat up. Oh, like you said, the naivete, the
This boy goes and piss on.
you don't even know this dude. You don't know this.
I don't have no beef with you. Oriana is the one who has the
The
beef
beef
with
with
you.
you.
But no, I'm gonna follow her fool behind her
Because
because
I
the
like her.
man that clearly cheats on her, clearly don't respect her. It was gonna smack her the other night. This who you running behind? Okay, and I'm just naive. I'm a piss on his car.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're like, so they get stopped by the police, but she like
again,
run
this is
it,
like
like
the second
outrun the
day.
police. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? What the hell is wrong with this chick? She like, don't stop. Please put her out. But maybe he wants to maybe she's like inspiring him to be bad or break out or a lot not because in a sense, okay, we see
He's infatuated.
he's infatuated, but
Mhm.
does Beth kind of like treat him like a child? I guess that's what I guess what I'm saying because I don't know, does she have
Charlotte,
good
he
reason
is a
to?
child. He is a
He
child.
is a child, but if she treated him older, would he act bad? I don't know. He just making these. I don't know. Maybe it's just young, dumb. You following
That's
up
it.
some coochie, and
That's
you
it.
not. Yeah, that's what it
I'm
is.
gonna go
All
with
right,
that one. I'm gonna go with that one for
I'm gonna go.
200, Alex,
Yeah.
please. I'm gonna
So
go with that one.
we see that he is still not deterred by the like. He ain't
He
like I'm gonna
is
leave this
not.
girl
And
alone.
the sheriff is like, okay, what part of this are you not getting?
I'm tired of you
I'm
and this girl.
trying to help you. Okay. She can get out the car and go walking down the street and be okay. You, on the other hand, are not. This is the second time I don't had you in here.
In a couple of days. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's still like, whatever, I'm still hang out with her. So
Yeah.
Beulah goes at night to see Whitney Ayers, which is Wes's wife, the guy who was shot at the beginning. Goes to her trailer. She goes to her trailer. She's not there. Beulah goes in anyway, and she sees that all of the clothes are gone, and she calls Joaquin. I guess she like, we got a problem,
Mhm.
right?
So
Because she's
let's back up because now Joaquin goes there first
right. You're right, and
and
tries to offer
tries
her
to
some.
pay her money.
Kim,
And
2 weeks. This is 2 weeks' pay, and let me give you 2 more weeks. You done kill that man, and all you gonna give him is a month worth of salary? These people is just
do
shiesty.
you not see where I'm living?
I
Did
got
you
a
not see
whole
that
baby, and you
trailer?
gonna give
A
me a
whole
month.
baby.
You give me a month's worth, and you kill my
And
husband, my boy, my
I'm
whatever,
so glad that she was smart enough to understand it's time for you to get your shit,
and
and it's time
go
for you to take your baby and go. Cause
on.
something ain't right. Something ain't right. It's
Mhm.
too many people. And she told the
So the
sheriff
sheriff, yeah.
he's making enough noise around it. And then with Joaquin coming by trying to pay her off, then it's like, something ain't
Mhm.
right. So I'm glad she had the wherewithal to understand that it was time for her to get her stuff, get her baby, and leave because they were
Mhm.
coming to get her. I don't care what nobody say. Beulah was coming there
Get her,
to
yeah.
get her.
Because she probably was going to offer her something, and if she didn't take it, that was probably going to be her next. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this trailer. Set this trailer on fire with everybody in it. So we see Rip, Azul, Zach, and Everett come camp because they decided they're gonna camp to stay next to the
Mhm.
cows all night long to check on them because Everett has come out there. He like this one got hand, foot, mouth. This is not good. So hopefully it hasn't spread to the whole herd. So they are checking out. Um, and then is this when the lady comes? Yeah. Before
Yeah.
that, does she come before that? Right, the lady comes.
Yeah. So we get a little glimpse into why
Zach.
Zachary was in jail.
Yeah, but I'm like, Rip, see that lady coming down that road? He like, what the hell?
And she was and so he doesn't have the best past. He doesn't have the best history. So he had killed. I think he ended up killing
Her daughter.
her daughter.
She ran over
And
her.
yeah, and he was drunk or whatever, which is why he doesn't drink anymore.
And he turned himself over
Um,
to the Lord.
turned himself over to the Lord, and so he was willing to
Take me now, Lord.
take me down. Look here, I know it. I know what
I've
I
been waiting,
did.
yeah. But this
So
is he represents the religious or spiritual because
mhm,
I've always associated, I guess, ranchers with being like Christian or whatever. I don't know,
mhm,
maybe that's just
mhm,
stereotypical and I'm just
mhm,
overgeneralizing. But he is the first kind of mention or instance of like spirituality, religion, or whatever,
mhm,
because he
mhm,
mentions some things are unforgivable and they're like you have to forgive yourself, right? So I'm like,
mhm,
okay, this is interesting statement in the midst. So all
mhm,
of this is
mhm,
coming on. Like
mhm.
Zachariah, I guess, is the symbol for forgiveness or
Yeah.
whatever, or like
Mhm,
humbling yourself to a
mhm.
higher power in some way or whatever. Because
And a
he
little
mentioned
and of redemption too, because he's
redemption.
kind of trying to redeem himself
Yeah.
because of his
Mhm.
past failures and mistakes.
But remember when he got out of jail, he tried to tell Rip. Rip was like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Mm. He was like, "Look here, does the guy have anything to do with you being a cowboy? Because that's basically what it is.
hmm
Can you be a cowboy and love Jesus?
hmm
I don't know,
Get in it,
whatever
yeah.
it is. And if that's the case, then I ain't need none of the other stuff because I need a cowboy.
But Zach has made, he is at this because we see, okay, as we get into episode 4, like he has the ability or he processes
Mhm,
trauma or
mhm,
things that happen differently, right?
mhm,
Some
mhm,
people might be like, bad shit just happened because it just happened.
mhm,
Whereas Zachariah has been through some stuff. So, in
mhm.
order to make sense of why bad things happen, he kind of I like that his purpose, I guess, in this series seems to be some type of like settling or like I don't know.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
anyway, so this is the first I think introduction into
yeah,
somebody who's kind of like representing this how do we make sense of what we can't control?
right,
Right, because ranching, farming, I mean, life is all out of control, but this is
yeah,
definitely like you can't control the animals, you can't
yeah,
control. So this is out of our control.
yeah,
Um, Beth is at the restaurant and Joaquin, what the
yeah.
hell he doing there, Kim? How they
Mhm.
follow her, they track her, they got
Yeah,
an air tag on her?
I think they are tracking her. I think that
They are sweating them hard.
because I'm on the back end, kind of on the back end of the show, I feel this was the play. This was the play. This was the setup. Now I understand Joaquin's position. but I feel like it's a play. We're
It's a
running a
play.
play.
How
We're
you just
running
end
a
up in Dallas
play.
sitting
Hmm.
next to me at the bar? And I
Hmm.
love that she like, I'm done.
Hmm.
She gets up. Like she didn't even give him a chance to get into the conversation good
What I
before
got
she
to
was
talk to you
like,
for?
yeah, how
Yeah, what I got to talk to you
I
for?
love her discernment.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
You
I
ain't
ain't got to
playing
talk to
me
you.
playing. I know
Mm-mm.
it. Yeah. Mhm. Okay,
Hmm.
so um this is when I learned that he was not raised by the Jackson family. Well, he was raised by, but he's not
Yeah.
biologically her child.
Mm-hmm.
Um Ariana and Carter are at the house. She gets comfortable. She brings out joints. They start smoking in the house. Like, this is definitely a white people thing because ain't no way you come up to my mom and daddy house and they start smoking. I'm like, they smoking in the house? Okay. All
I
right.
was like, boy, get up. Have some sense about you.
Mhm.
Use your brain because you're not using your brain.
Mm-mm.
He's falling so
He
hard. He's
using something
falling
else.
so,
'Cause,
yeah,
yeah, he
and
definitely,
falling
he like,
so hard.
and she start taking off them clothes. He gone. He like, do whatever you want up in this here room, girl.
He's
uh,
in love.
he's in love and ain't even kissed the girl.
Hmm.
So Rip and Everett there at night. I think Everett leaves and he Rip is like, okay, I'm gonna be out here all night long. Beth calls, he tells her to hurry home. She gets there and she sees what's, a dead cow. Like, oh shit, we Kim, all
I
that
just
premium beef, all that premium beef they just
Charlotte,
bought.
this was the most. When I tell you, I was so hurt.
I was so hurt.
I was
All
so
that.
hurt. I was
Them people
so
spent
hurt this
years,
episode.
decades raising them cows, and you mean to tell me this is the end?
And it went so fast. I didn't know nothing about no hand,
Yeah.
foot, and mouth. I know that for children,
Children,
like
yeah,
babies have hand, foot, but I didn't know that about for no cattle.
cows.
And for the simple fact that one goddamn bull spread spread it to every single
Single.
one.
Even the little calf they
Even
brought
a little
from
cat.
Montana. Okay, so
Okay.
because before we get to my big question, we see that Beth comes home. She catches
Mhm.
Ariana and Carter in bed. Again, I'm like, she don't handle it like a mama because I'm
No.
not aware. But she was like, okay, I'm taking her ass home. I think it's funny that Oriana gives grandma hell. She gives everybody hell. But honey, when Beth asked her something, she was like, no ma'am. No ma'am.
You know who to play with.
Right. You
You know who to play with, and I'm not the one for you to play with because I don't know if you are aware, but do you see the scar? Do you see the scar on her face, on
who?
Beth's face?
No, uh-uh.
Okay,
I
so
gotta look at it.
when I tell you Beth got her ass beat, it
Oh,
was like four men. When I tell you she fought and they beat her ass down to the ground,
really?
and she has a scar on her face from that beating,
Uh-huh.
and her brother, her stinking ass brother, Jamie, he had something to do with it.
That's not the one that I saw that wears that's the attorney.
Yeah, yeah, with the black hair.
Yeah, that was him. He caused all of that hell?
He was the one that caused her to be
Be
sterile too.
sterilized.
Mhm,
Okay, I
mhm.
didn't realize
They
that they
they
were.
cannot stand each other, honey. They
I
could
didn't.
not stand
Okay,
each
okay.
other.
I didn't. It was not given that they couldn't stand. Okay, I got to go back.
They
Ooh,
can't stand
okay.
each other. But when I tell you they beat Beth ass, they beat her ass down to the ground. I mean, her face was toe up.
Did
But
her? This was
she
her
still
daddy
has
was
a
still
scar.
alive when this happened.
Hmm.
Please tell me there was retribution.
It was,
Okay.
but um, she still has a scar on her face
Hmm.
because of that beating. Listen, you know who to play with. Don't you fucking play with me, girl. You
Hmm.
up in my house screwing my son, but not son.
And
Okay, you better
the
let
room,
me know.
and the room smell like weed. Like, come on, the house smell like weed. Like, y'all been
Mhm.
all chain up in here.
You better yes ma'am me, or I'm about to drag your ass across this room.
2 minutes. Get your ass in this car.
Yeah. What you got going on?
She takes Oriana home. Beulah is outside. Beulah's like, what the hell? Because Beulah was about to, like, where the hell you come from?
Do you not know that your granddaughter is she's a whole criminal out here? She's a whole damn predator out here.
Yeah, predator, criminal. She doing all the things. Beulah makes the decision or Beulah asks her, let's get a drink. Because I think Beulah is at this point trying a different tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote insecurity when you recognize a challenge, because she knows she's competition.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you done brought my granddaughter home. I can't even
Mm-hmm.
control that, but you done
Mm-hmm.
wrangle her to brought her home.
Mm-hmm. And she knows she can't bully her. She can't bully Beth. She can't intimidate Beth. Beth
Yeah,
doesn't
she's
respond
tried.
to
Yeah,
that.
because
No.
she would have given into the slaughterhouse idea if
Mm-hmm.
that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
Carter goes looking for day work. Okay, he meets that guy. But we go to Beth calls the place where she bought the bull. And the man was like, I don't know who you talking about. I didn't sell you no bull.
Mm-hmm.
So Kim,
That was the
I don't know.
play.
Does this mean Beulah was betting against her, knowing she was betting against a sick bull?
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I think too.
That's what I think. I think that was the play.
That
That
was the
was the
play
play.
to infect the whole herd, and you would make it seem as if you want this bull, knowing. So I'm gonna bet against it. Oh, bitch, you going down.
Mm-hmm. And you take out my whole herd, and then, which we don't know now, but we do learn that at some point that there's difference. Beulah's herd is not pure premium Angus meat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They have their herd is a mixture of a
Mm-hmm.
Mexican cow and some other kind of cow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a premium
Cut
beef.
beef.
Premium. Her herd is not that.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones that had the premium meat. And so for me, how do you get rid of the competition?
You kill them. You kill them all.
You
Kill
kill
them.
them. You make them sick. And that is the
That
world.
is crazy.
When I tell you some criminal, they criminals. They was criminals in Yellowstone, and they criminals over here too in Texas.
Would Dutton have done that in Yellowstone? Would he have tried that tactic? Was he
I'm
that
telling
low?
you, they are criminals. Okay. Listen, and I love John Dutton. I loved the Dutton, but they did some things because that land was not their land.
Oh, because they
That
took it from the
land,
Native Americans?
yeah, it was not their land. So I have issues with that in itself. But they did a lot of criminal things. Okay. There was a lot of beatings and hurtings and killings that happened behind it. So no, I don't put nothing past them. And so when you go over to Texas in a whole nother area, they doing the same damn thing.
Right,
They're
yeah.
a bunch of criminals.
A bunch of criminals.
Criminals.
That's crazy. The thing that you got to operate. But I mean, it makes sense. People do it on a small scale. So why would people will lie or do, to undercut you or to whatever. So why,
Say
yeah.
it again. Say it
Why?
again.
Okay. So that was my revelation at that point in the storyline that Beulah is smiling in my face. That's what I'm thinking. You just smiling in my face, offering me a drink. Let's get a drink together. And meanwhile, you took out my whole herd. Okay.
That part.
We don't know that yet.
You took out my whole herd, and you set the play. You set that play because she knew who she was. She knew her family history. She knew where she came from. Yellowstone was legendary ranch. Okay, so it wasn't like you didn't know who they was or who she was or what stock she came from.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't want the competition. That was part of the play. And I do think Joaquin was following her to see what she was going to do, because she just made the deal for the
Yeah.
goddamn beef.
Right. She just left the slaughterhouse. Yes. She just got the cuts. Yeah, that was fresh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they definitely attack her. They are sweating
Mhm,
this family. They are
mhm, mhm.
they are
I
on
was
their.
telling her, because I said, "Well, goddamn, we just got started. They
We just
just
got.
moved here, and you
They
gonna tell
just
me you gonna wipe out their whole herd? You gonna wipe
damn
kill every one of them? Are you
all of them,
serious right
and that's what we see. So okay, because we can okay we can go past the. I don't know what Beulah is doing, but she tricks Everett to come out talking about she got a pregnant horse or whatever. Everett comes out there and realize Beulah just want to have a drink. I don't still know what she up to yet, but she wants Everett like, please. Um, Carter meets the new boss. They're drinking or whatever. But meanwhile, the main storyline in episode 4 is the killing of all of their basically all of
now?"
their herd. Beth goes to the liquor store and the man was like, "You having a party?" She's like, "No, we having a funeral." We
That
having a
means,
funeral.
yeah.
A going home service for all these. So Zach and Azul go to buy spray paint because they're going to
Mhm,
mark off the area
mhm,
where they're going to basically push all of the herd into this grave site that they're going to dig for them and shoot them. Just what do you call it? Like somebody's a target or whatever. It's a term, I can't think of
mhm.
it. But as they're
Listen,
going, before they do all this, on their way to the store, Zach says, "You can tell me to shut up if you want, but God's plan ain't always a blessing."
mhm. He said a word.
He
He
said a
said
whole
a
word.
word.
God's plan ain't always. I was like, okay, okay. Zach is definitely the guy
Mhm.
that's.
He
He
said
is.
a word.
He said a whole word out because I had to
Mhm,
think about that, Kim. I was like, mm.
mhm, mhm. He said a word. He said a word. I didn't say it's gonna be rainbows and
It's
unicorns and sparkles. It's gonna be tough.
gonna be tough
And
to get
right
to the
now,
other side.
so we thought the fire was the tough part.
Kim, ain't we suffered enough, Lord? Have we not suffered enough, Lord?
So I was talking to somebody. I think I was talking to my nephew, and I was like, "Good Lord!" I just be thinking, like, haven't we done suffered enough? Hasn't there been enough? Like, when do we say I'm done? Like,
Yeah.
I'm tapped out. Like, I can't take no more.
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
But yeah, so he said a whole word
he
up in
said a
there.
whole
He,
word
he
because
said a
he's
whole
been
word.
through it. Like
He
that,
said a whole word.
yeah. Um, and he says when they get to does he say when we get to the store? And later on he says, because he's trying to make sense of it as they
Yeah,
are marking it off.
yeah.
Um, he said, "How do you know if it's a blessing or if it's not?" He said it because if it's all for nothing, it might be a bitter pill to swallow.
Mhm,
Right, but because I was like, that makes sense now. If you like God got
mhm,
a plan, I can
mhm,
swallow this, feel a
mhm,
little bit better, man. What just this
mhm, mhm.
random bad shit happening to me or my family. But if I can trust God, I get because this is what
Yeah.
He's saying, and this is a
Mhm,
master plan or something that's
mhm,
happening, then the
mhm.
pill is easier to swallow. This
Swallow
pain, whatever.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I can, Zachariah
Mhm,
here.
mhm. I can, and listen, and it has to, and he said that in order for them to make it easier for them to swallow that pill. Because good gracious, you get here, none of them, maybe Azul, well, yeah, maybe Azul. Zachariah just got out of prison for
Mhm.
serving his time, right? Rip, Beth, and Carter just moved from after a devastating fire, right? That was caused by lightning. Okay. All right.
A god, a natural whatever.
a natural,
Yeah.
instance, and then they move to this new place. They are on the cusp. They're beginning to get some momentum, right?
Mhm.
This is the beginning stages of it, and then this happens. So how do I reconcile that? How do I reconcile that?
Mhm.
And so I think his words were very purposeful at this point, because this is how we gonna try to reconcile
Make it
it.
through, yeah. Because I mean, I know I've been through instances, like I went when I left,
Mhm,
ETV and went to the new
mhm,
job, making more money, and then
mhm,
they experienced layoffs, and you like, "Well,
mhm,
Lord, why I
mhm,
what I prayed for
mhm,
this
mhm,
increase, I prayed for all of this, and
mhm,
now it's been taken away, so what is going?" So you do have I know I've experienced where you have things that happen, and you be like, "Okay, Lord, I know,
mhm,
you in control and everything."
mhm, mhm.
This seems a little bit like yeah,
Whew.
because
I'm
it's
I'm
like,
I'm getting a little, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous
My anxiety is getting the best of me.
because it's like to me, when I think about it, it's like, walking somewhere and you can't see and you can't hear. You just been dropped and you're like, okay, I feel unsafe. I feel
Mhm,
unsafe. But then
mhm,
you have to think, at least for me, how can I feel unsafe when you are
mhm,
guiding me? You are my eyes, you are my whatever. But still you kind of you struggle with the, or at least for me, the
mhm,
challenge of, okay, I don't want to feel unsafe. I want to know that
mhm.
even in dark times, even when I can't see how this is going to manifest and come out,
Mm,
I'm trusting you that this bitter pill will
yeah.
work out some kind of way.
Mhm, mhm,
So I get that. And yeah, especially when you're doing all, like you say, they're doing all they can. They found the help,
mhm,
they found the slaughterhouse, and then you
mhm.
hit with, so they,
Now we
ooh,
don't have no meat. We ain't got no meat to
they ain't got
slaughter.
no meat, Kim. And then the fact that you got to shoot them all in the head one by one.
Charlotte,
Because
first of all,
I asked, is this the only way?
listen, I ain't about that life.
Me neither. Kim, I don't know what, like
I'm
we
not
can't we
about
can't give them
that
all a
life.
shot. We can't.
Can we all just feed them some poison? Them just, mm-mm.
No, you gotta shoot them all in the head?
I'm not about that life.
I'm not about that life either,
When I
yeah.
saw that they had to lie, first they had to line up around the little thing. Then they was ushering them in. And when he had all them bullets and them goddamn guns,
Handing him one gun. Yeah. And she was like, he was like, "You don't wanna be by my side." And she was like, "I'll be by your side. Imma be by" Beth was like, "Imma be there to watch it
and it
all."
was really like choo 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 choo. Okay, give me this one. Oh, oh, hell
Yeah,
no.
that's
Hell.
that's rough. That's rough. That is so rough. And then, like you said, at the end, you had to kill these animals, and then you realize you ain't got nothing. Now you really starting over. Hell, you could have stayed your ass in Montana for that bullshit.
We ain't even got
Whew,
no
that was
damn
a lot.
ranch. We ain't even got no ranch no
We
more.
we just got all this damn land. We
We
just
just got land. Damn.
all
Because
right.
they don't do nothing else but the cattle. They
They
don't
don't
do
do anything,
chicken.
yeah,
They don't
with
do
the
nothing
cattle.
else.
Mm-mm. So now, cause so now we have to. So okay, so Carter finds out that
Mhm.
because Beth calls him while she's at the liquor store. She like, "Hey, go on and take old girl out. You know, already fuck to
Mhm.
go ahead and give us some
Mhm.
takeout to eat." He like, "Okay, okay, that sounds good because I want to go see her again anyway." Then come to find out, ain't no more herd, ain't no more cows when he come back home. So he's mad that she didn't.
That she tried to shield him.
I'm like, girl, if you only know that boy
Mhm.
out here doing all kinds of things, I think he could
Anything.
have took it.
The boy done been to jail 2 times, Beth. 2 times.
Yeah, yeah. You don't I think you that's why I was like, is she making him like a child? I was
Mhm.
like, I think because he's skipping school, he's
Mhm.
not doing things like he's
Mhm.
making his own decisions, he's doing other things.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it
Yeah.
is a lot to take in, so
Yeah.
I
He's not he is not doing what he needs to do. when he needs to do it,
Mm-mm.
and how he needs to do it, because he has become so infatuated with Oriana, whatever got her
Yeah,
name is.
whatever.
And I'm just like, golly, Carter, get up, boy, get
Mhm.
up. And so now we are at the
Yeah.
first half of the season. Um,
And we see, that she tells Beth tells Rip that the paperwork is forged, and they go again and handle business on their own. They don't call no police. They don't call nobody. They go and find
what
old boy, and he
what?
says, "Somebody came to me." I rewound
Mhm,
it twice. I couldn't figure out what he was saying, but it sounded like he was like somebody approached him with this offer,
mhm,
and he just went
mhm,
and he went with it or whatever. Tossed
mhm.
him out in his drawers in the middle of the night and torched the man trailer.
Period. And what did Rip say? I bet not catch your ass back over here.
Yeah, I'd had to kill all them damn cows.
'Cause if I catch you back over here,
Yeah.
you gonna be in the ground. I
That's
bet
basically
not catch your ass back over here. And he
mhm.
meant that.
He meant that. Oh, yeah, that's why I was like, Rip don't suffer no fools. He is straight. He's sweet to Beth.
He
He
is,
is
oh
sweet as
God. Oh gosh, he just loves her down.
he loves her now.
He is so sweet to her.
Mhm.
But that man there,
Ooh, he tossed him every which way. Every which way, yeah. So so
that
we
man,
had
that
so
man, that man can bust it down too.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I got into it after a while.
Mhm,
All right, okay. I might give it 8.5, 9. I will
mhm,
recommend it for sure.
mhm.
It's just not the bear. That's all. But it's good.
Well, listen, I don't think in nobody's eyes will the bear compare to anything for
Mm,
you,
mm.
because you are the bear 10 toes down.
10 toes down. Shameless. The bear, shameless. It's another series. It's not pretty little. It's something I can't I always get the tiny little thing or something. It's like three that I absolutely love. So yeah, it hadn't reached that status, but it is most definitely watchable. It's entertainment. I like the
Yes, yeah,
strong female leads.
yeah.
Um, like I said, I like Zacariah. So I like it
Yeah, I do
overall.
too. I love it
Mhm.
too. I'm coming love to see this addition in the Yellowstone universe. I love Rip and Beth. Love Beth down. Love Beth
Mhm.
down. And so I'm just excited to see kind of where it goes, and kind of how this first season goes. But those first 4 episodes had me locked down.
Mhm. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did, and I even watched more than 4.
Yeah, yeah, I'm caught up at this time. So
Carla, yeah.
so we're over at this time of filming. We're like on the end
7,
downslope of the
yeah. 7 should
season.
come out
Yeah,
this week, right?
yeah. So we got a few more episodes to watch, but so far me personally, Dutton Ranch 10 out of 10 would recommend,
Right, uh-huh.
because I do enjoy the Yellowstone universe.
Mhm,
Yeah, I enjoy this iteration.
mhm.
Of Rip and Beth's story. And kind of and Beulah too, even though she just as dirty as a pile of mud. She
Ooh,
she just as dirty as I don't know what. I'm just and her whole raggedy son Robert Will. I don't like him either.
it's gonna be interesting to see how they, because I know they got a plan, how they, combat this, but I'm interested to see a good comeback. So, alright, so far, what do you have as, what was she thinking?
What was she thinking? Okay. Okay, so Beth, I mean, she did what she needed to
Mhm,
do. I don't
mhm,
have no what was she thinking. But I will say, for Beulah, what was she thinking
mhm.
when she won't give Everett that old
Everybody
Everett
needs
Everett, and I love Ed Harris as an
mhm.
actor, but he's older, very older gentleman. What y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing
Yeah, what
nothing.
you get it is if he can still get it going, Kim, ain't no need. What's the problem? If he can still get it up, then she like, I'm willing, apparently.
No. Mm-mm. 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 What was you thinking, girl? What was you thinking,
She thinking
girl?
whatever. Like, she like, I'm
To
still a
me,
woman.
that listen, that was so cringy to me when how she was pushing up on him. I didn't like that. Mm-mm. And
It was
then
like,
because and love Annette Bening too, but she gives very aggressive male energy,
yeah, she does.
and I
And you
don't
know what?
like it. I don't like
Okay, so
that.
that's interesting you say that because I was thinking, I guess if I was, what was she thinking? It would be Beth because I like that she is. I'm like, how is she doing this? That she is very, um, um, what is it? Confident,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't give emasculating,
Yeah.
or she doesn't give
Mm-hmm.
like Beulah. Beulah, like you said, Beulah
Mm-hmm.
does come off strong
Very. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And kind of masculine
and
with
masculine.
them goddamn cowboy hats and them ooh, soup, she be. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then you gonna push up on Everett like that? No,
Every like, slow down.
no.
But Beth is more, she's able to balance it somehow where she's
Mhm,
not like, oh, yes, Rip, you're the best.
mhm,
But at the same time, I mean, she gives him his flowers, but she's
mhm,
not like
mm-mm.
the typical kind of female of like,
Yeah,
oh, my man is the
yeah.
best or whatever, or
Mm-mm,
whatever. So I
mm-mm,
like, that's why I was like, I like her thought process in that she comes
mhm.
off confident, she comes off uh very assured of herself, whatever, but it's not too much. It's
Yeah.
not aggressive. It's
Mhm.
not, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? And I think to give her credit, give some credit to Beth and how she was raised. Listen, John Dutton wasn't no easy man,
No,
okay?
I could
But
tell
at
that
the
from the first couple
yeah, he
episodes.
wasn't no easy man to be a female child. But at the same time, I think he gave her the confidence to
Hmm.
walk in power.
Hmm.
Um, so that when she walked into these rooms that were mostly of men, she was able to stand her own.
Hmm.
And I think she had the intelligence and the confidence to do so. And I think that comes from because she was never a dainty woman, a
Yeah, she's
dainty
not.
young lady.
No,
She never gave that.
no,
Even when
she's
she was
not.
a teenager, she
Hmm.
never gave that.
Yeah, I can see that.
She
Yeah.
always gave in some essence, I wouldn't even say like a female of her dad, but she gave a version of her dad in female form.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can
But
see that.
it didn't come off as dainty. She doesn't give dainty and she doesn't give overly masculine, but she
And
does give powerful and strong.
powerful. And I
Yeah.
don't want to say there's anything wrong with
Yeah.
being overly masculine. I guess
Yeah.
it's feminine, but I guess if it's used as a means to compensate for power, I guess, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. As a means to think, okay, I have to behave this way in order for people to take me
Mhm.
seriously. And I don't know if
Mhm.
that's what Beulah is doing. I don't know how if that's what's
Mhm.
coming across. Whereas Beth seems more comfortable in her own skin,
No,
where she's
yeah.
going
Yeah.
to stand, just like when she was talking to Joaquin, wasn't rah, 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 rah. She
Mhm.
was like,
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
deuces. Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
see you later.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll holler at you.
Mhm.
So, um, I like whatever she's thinking in terms of how she believes in herself
Yeah.
because I like that. I'm learning that it starts inward instead of
Mhm.
outward. So whatever she's doing inwardly or whatever, I'm digging that. I'm digging that, baby.
Listen, and she has been through a lot, so she has a lot to pull from that I think that
Hmm.
has made her strong.
Hmm.
Even going back to when she was younger, and but listen, I love Beth, ten
Yeah, I
toes,
like Beth.
but
I like
Beulah, and I like
over
Beulah's
Beulah for sure.
character. I like Beulah's character. I just think that in some instances she overcompensates to fit in, to try
And
to
she's
present herself as this powerful, I mean, she has power. She is powerful,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think she believe it all the way.
Right, right, because she wouldn't be pulling such
Yeah.
moves. And you got to think too, right? She's working in a predominantly male
Mhm.
world, I'm sure. So she's
Mhm.
probably had to put on in such a way.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but I'm definitely liking Beulah as yeah, as a power representative of as a power how a female stands in her power, I guess, as
Mhm.
opposed to how Beulah does it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm digging it. I
Yeah.
like this
Mhm.
represent you know what it is? Beulah has no morals or she's lost them some kind of way or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the line is blurry too. So I like that
Mhm.
she still has integrity, I think. That's what
Mhm.
she still
Mhm.
has integrity.
Mhm.
So you could be a badass, but you ain't got to be a criminal.
Yeah.
Right?
You can
Can't
still have
you?
more
I don't know. I
yeah,
have
you
never
can
been
still
to
have
I have,
well, you
yeah,
know what? You can still have morals about yourself. Like, I think we were talking about some episode, something we were talking about at one point, like, I'm okay with killing a pedophile.
yeah.
Morally is wrong,
Yeah.
yes, but I'm okay. I think we were doing, when we were doing Alex Cross,
Oh yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
I felt she was well within her right to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, actually, I thought the police should have helped her,
Yeah.
but morally, it's wrong. Yes, okay,
Mhm.
but she was doing it for a
A
righteous
better
cause.
cause.
So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You doing it for the right reasons, but you doing wrong things. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
You're still gonna get your ass if it ain't
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right, Kim. So that was episodes 1 through 4.
Uh,
We will come back and do 5 through 8.
mhm.
What is it? Dutton Ranch? Yes. So
Yeah,
Kim, go ahead and
definitely.
take us out.
If this TV series made you uncomfortable, inspired, or reflective, that is the point. Because growth usually starts with discomfort, people.
Yes. So tell us, what was she thinking and what did you think watching this show? Please rate and subscribe, share this episode, and join the conversation with us online as we post on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook to comment. And please join the conversation about what was she thinking. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And we'll see you next time on What Was She Thinking?